Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm here with a full body AMRAP workout today. AMRAP is spelled A-M-R-A-P and it means as many rounds as possible. This is a new style of workout for the platform. We've never done this before. So let me explain. We have 5 rounds of exercises. It'll be 10 exercises total. Each round is composed of 2 exercises, one upper body, one lower body. And we do have one set that's a core set. Okay, so for the first round, you're going to have 4 minutes. You're going to do 8 reps of the first exercise, followed by 8 reps of the second exercise, and then go back to number 1 and back to number 2 and back to number 1 and back to number 2 as many times as you can within that 4-minute period. At the end of 4 minutes, it doesn't matter if it's all balanced, you're just going to stop working out, take a minute off, and then we're going to start with 2 new exercises, same exact format. 8 of number 1, 8 of number 2, back and forth as many times as you can in that 4-minute span. Have a minute break, on to 2 more exercises, okay? All you'll need for this workout today is some dumbbells. I've got my 12s, my 10s, and my 8s, just so that I can adjust as needed. If you have a couple of sets of dumbbells, that's awesome. If you only have 1 set, no problem. If you're using lighter weights, I just encourage you to move slower, okay? Really squeeze onto your weight and move slower so that you can get as much out of your reps as possible. I'm wearing shoes today, and you could do this workout in bare feet or in shoes, whichever you decide. I'm going to take us through a very short warm-up, but I encourage you to be warm before you get into this workout. And even though we're going back and forth between those 2 exercises, you can stop and take breaks whenever you need, okay? If you need a water break or whatever, it doesn't really matter how many rounds we do or how many rounds in the set that we do of 1, 2, 1, 2. So just go with what feels right for your body and listen to your body at all times, okay? All right, so let's get into this workout. Stand nice and tall for me, find your abdominals, reach through the crown of your head, and let's start with some arm circles forward. Big and wide, keeping the collarbones open, pressing through the air with the arms, reaching through the fingertips. And let's go backwards as well. One more. Great work. From here, form fists with your hands. Let's cross punch. So hips are staying relatively square. We're getting a little bit of rotation in the mid-back. Just waking up the body here. Starting to breathe a little deeper. And letting that go. Elbows come in. Really pull your elbows towards your hip. Reach up into a Y shape, pull down. Reach up, pull down. Reach and pull. Waking up the lats. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Come to the end of your mat. Nod through the chin and roll down. Knees are bent, lifting the abdominals. Halfway lift, reach the spine. Soften, exhale. Halfway lift, reach the spine, a little bit of extension. Softening in your flexion, and again, extend, and down. One more time, reach, and soften. Fingertips to the floor, walking out to our downward dog. Gripping into the mat, sending the sit bones up. Let's pedal out the feet. Feeling nice length in the back of the leg, keeping the abdominals with you here. Strong shoulders. Pinky fingers are gripping into the mat. Great work. Pausing there, let both heels come down towards the floor. And let's reach back across. Take your left hand, reach and tap your right shin and back. One more each side, cross and cross. Bend your knees and walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold and ragdoll up, dragging the arms and head up. They're the last things to come. Stacking. Let's come into some squats. Down and squeeze up. Push the floor away, waking up our ankles and knees, keeping the chest nice and lifted. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that's just a little warm up. If you need more warm up, make sure you've done one of the warm up videos on the platform before we get started. I'm gonna set our timer. I'll be using my heaviest set of weights for the first exercise, which is reverse lunges. All right, so we're listening for that gong sound to start our round. I've got both my weights, one in each side, like I'm holding 2 suitcases. Nice and tall. We've got 16, 8 for each leg. Here we go. Stepping back and press. You're gonna go at your own pace. Heels are heavy. I have 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. So you might not be exactly on pace with me. Our next exercise is push-ups. I'm going to be on my knees. 8 push-ups. Press. Abs are on, reaching through your spine. 2, 3. If you're doing full push-ups, that's great. Just make sure you feel like you're in control. 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm coming back to standing, grabbing my weights. I'm back to those 16 back lunges, 8 for each leg. You'll start to get the rhythm here. So it's 8 of everything. This is 16 for 8 on each leg, and then 8 push-ups. 6 more for me. 6, 5, nice and controlled. 4, 5. All right, I'm moving back to my push-ups now. And there's 8, coming back to standing. Nice and tall. Keeping our abdominals with us. You're going to count at your own pace. Control that lowering. Shoulders dropping away from the ears. Great work. I'm back to push-ups. Here we go for 8. Okay, we have less than a minute left. Let's just keep going here. Nice square hips, parallel legs. We have a minute break, and I'll show you the next 2 exercises. Wherever you're at, you're going to pause there. Whew. Round 1 is done. We won't see any of those exercises, either of those exercises again. Number 2, round 2. Coming into our deadlift. With a deadlift, our back stays long, bum is out, chest is lifted. The weights are going straight in front of your shins to the middle of your shin, and then we pull the whole shape up, squeeze the glutes. Gliding down, long spine. Feel your hamstrings lengthen, and pulling back up. Exercise number 2. We're gonna bring one leg up if you can. 4 hammer curls with one leg, and then 4 with the other. So 8 for each of these. If bringing the leg up is too much for you, just stay on both feet, hammer curl, nice and controlled, okay? We're into those deadlifts here. And everybody's gonna be a little different. If you can't come all the way into your hinge, stay higher, that's okay. Just make sure you're using your hips. All right, 8 deadlifts, long spine, abs are on. Use your glutes, pull up and lower back down. Reach the spine. Exhale, coming to standing, but not thrusting the hips forward. Go slower than you think. 3, 4, 5, no lower than the middle of your shin. 6, send the bum way back. 7, and 8. Then we're gonna come to the hammer curls. I'm gonna lift my foot off the floor, stand strong on one leg for 4. Hammer curls, palms are facing in. 3, and 2, and 1. Control both directions. I'm switching legs for the other 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting that go, we're back to our deadlifts. Lengthen down. Notice my head is in line with my spine. Exhale, pull up. Squeeze the glutes like crazy. The knees stay bent the whole time. And when we come to the top, we notice the glutes and the abs and the hamstrings all working together to pull us up. And lengthen. And down. And exhale. And lower. Right along the shins. And down. Last one for me. Pull up. And from here, we're into those hammer curls. Other side for 4, 4, 3, exhale, 2, and 1. My weights are starting to feel heavy. Into those deadlifts. Exhale, pull. If you're feeling comfortable, you could go a little faster. 5, 6, 7, squeeze, and 8. Hammer curls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side for 4, 4, 3, and 2, and last one, pulling it up. We're back over into the lower body. Exhale, draw up, and reach down, long spine, and draw up. Big exhales here. And wherever you are in your rounds is perfectly fine. We have a little break here. Grab some water. The next exercise, we're coming into a low sumo. a low hold sumo. So what that looks like, wide legs, turned out at the hips. Your weights are in front of you, kind of glued together. We'll be coming down, keeping the chest up. Don't let these weights pull you over. We're gonna stay tall and pressing up for 8, followed by 8 hinged rows. So for our hinged row, we're back in this hinged position. We pull up, hand, palm to the hip. Okay, so it's not a pull back. We're not doing this. We're gonna pull the whole arm, palm to the hip, and back down, okay? Now everyone's is gonna be a little different. If that hurts your back to be in that hinged position, just stay higher, a little more vertical, and do the exact same exercise. All right, let's get ready for those low hold sumos. 8 reps. Weights are in front of you, between the legs. Now keep that chest lifted. Down we go. Exhale, press, squeeze at the top. Lower, and press. Last 2 for me. Great work. Find that hinge, whatever height is good for you. I'm going to go all the way over. Now remember, palm to the hip. Pull the whole arm back. 1, 2, 3. Abs are on like crazy here. 4, reaching through your spine. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great work. Back to our sumos. Turn out at the hip. Abs are on. Control the lowering. Lower. And press, squeeze. Checking on your pinky toe. The outer edge of your foot is plastered down to the floor. Awesome work. Find that position for your rows. Nice long spine. Pulling back, palm to hip. Keep your chest lifting. And we're back to the sumos. Almost halfway through this round. You should be starting to feel sweaty. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching it around, upper body. To sumos. Starting to feel tired now. That's okay. The next round is all on the mat. Now, if your lower back is starting to bother you at all, making sure you bring that chest up higher, okay? Recruit your abdominals here. Don't let these weights pull you forward. We're almost there, less than 25 seconds. Almost there. Okay, there we go. All right, we're on our break. I'll show you the next 2. So both exercises will be on the mat. We're gonna do our weighted bridges and then our chest press. Looking like this. The heels are quite close to the bum. The legs are nice and parallel as if you were holding a block. Weights are resting across your pelvis. Exhale, we push up. Find the glutes, let the belly button drop, and lower down. So 8 bridges, and then followed by 8 chest press. The elbows are not directly out beside you. They're in just a little inch, creating a bit of a 45-degree angle. And we chest press for 8, and we bridge for 8. All right, let's catch our breath. Getting ready for this next round. Adjust your weights as needed. Most important thing here, weight is in the heels. Heels are quite close to the bum. Here we go. Pushing up and hinging down. Touch the bum to the floor. Exhale back up, squeeze like crazy, and lower. Now your thighs are gonna try to open here. Don't let that happen. Imagine that imaginary block between the knees. You could be using 1 dumbbell here if you prefer, rather than 2. All right, I'm moving on to my chest press. Elbows are in slightly from straight out, okay, and we press up for 8. Control the lowering. And we're back to those bridges. Now if you're feeling your lower back with this bridge, you may be lifting your hips too high. So we don't want to over thrust the hips. Eight bridges, 8 chest press. Big deep exhales. And again, back to your bridges. We're halfway through this round. Only 1 more round to go, and that's a core set. So we will once again be on the mat for that. Squeeze, drop the belly button down. Every time it's the abs and the glutes working together. Take a pace that works for you. You may feel that you get a little slower the more fatigued you get. That's totally normal. Most important is that you're maintaining your form. And I'm back to my bridges. Check that your legs still feel parallel. Lower with control. To the bridges. Almost there, keep it going. Awesome work. All right, for this last 2 exercises, we have no dumbbells with us. Number 1 is going to be obliques. We'll be in imprint. We're crossing over, hands behind the head for 16 reps. So 8 on each side. Number 2, our head is down, sorry, arms are on the floor, they're a little bit wide. We do toe taps for 8 reps. Now everybody doesn't have to touch the floor. Most important is that you're hinging, taking your femurs away from your pelvis as far as you can go, but still maintaining your imprint. And exhale, pulling back, okay? So everyone's is gonna be a little bit different here. We have 8 of these, go small, less is more with a toe tap. And then we have 16 obliques, hands are behind the head, elbows stay wide. Both exercises are in imprint, okay? Putting your feet down whenever you need to reset. Here we go, last round. So 16 obliques, arms come down. We have 8 toe taps. Legs are together. Inhale away, exhale, pull back. Again, you don't have to touch the floor. Less is more here. You're recruiting the lowest part of your abdominals. 8 toe taps. Just bring your feet down, reset, find that imprint. We're back to obliques for 16. Arms down, toe tap. I'm not bringing my feet to the floor. I'm having a hard time keeping my imprint today, so I'm just doing a smaller variation. Here we go. Elbows wide. Think shoulder to knee. Feet come down, let's reset. And go into your toe taps. The legs stay the exact same shape. Shaking it out when you need to. Back to the obliques. Into the toe taps. I'm just checking on my timer here. Ignoring that. Just ignore that gong. All right. All right, just a few more rounds here. We've got this. focus. And let that go. Great work, you guys. We're just going to take us through a little cool down here. Let your legs reach out long. Reach your arms above your head. Reach, reach, reach through the body. Slowing down your breathing. Noticing your heartbeat. And let's bring the legs back to bent, nice and wide, coming into our windshield wipers, side to side. Feeling those hip flexors. Let's let both knees drop down to the left. Bring the right arm up. If you don't feel a nice pull through your abdomen down into your groin on the right side, let's bring that right heel a little closer to your bum. Tuck the tail under just a little more, and you should feel an opening through the front of your hip. Breathing into this space. Gently release that. Allow the legs to come through center, tipping over to the right. Let's bring that left heel a little closer to the bottom, and then up and over with the left arm, and hopefully feeling a nice line of tension down through the side of the body and into the hip. Let's tuck the tail under just a little bit. And very gently coming to center. Bring one knee in, give it a hug, and then extend the leg back out to vertical, holding behind the knee. Let's extend the leg, finding the hamstring and calf, and then bend the knee. And extend and bend. Toes are reaching to the chest. And again, letting that go, switching legs, pull it in, give it a hug. Send it out more vertical, holding behind the knee, and extend the leg, toes reach up towards the chest, and extend and bend. And letting that go, come back to bent knees. Let's wrap the arms up into eagle arms, pull the shoulder blades away from each other. And then release that and come through with the other side. Oops, wrap it up. One is always really awkward. Pull those shoulder blades away. And then releasing that, come to your side, all the way to seated. Let your legs go out wide. Take your palms, face them out, and then reach them around, out like you're trying to push the air away from you. Come around, grabbing behind you, clasping the hands, squeezing the shoulders back, opening the chest. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then release all that tension. And let's finish with our forward fold. Round your spine, root down through your sit bones. And breathe into your lower back. Let your head be heavy. And walking those hands back towards you. That is your first AMRAP done. Let me know if you have any feedback about it. I love this style of workout. I just think it's a lot of fun to switch it up and try some new stuff. So I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you had a great workout, and thank you so much for being here. I will see you at the next one.